To understand tension or thread portioning on the Husqvarna Viking Designer Epic, you got to learn just a couple things. It's not hard. First off, if you have the same weight of thread in your needle as you do in the bobbin, you probably don't have to adjust anything. As the machine, as you pick different stitches throughout the machine, the tensions will adjust and proportion the thread as necessary. So for example, a lot of times when I go to a decorative stitch, you'll find that the tension is a lesser number, a looser number, so those stitches pull to the back side. So it went from 4.6 down to 3, for example. But as you take a look, when you're just on a straight stitch, that 4.6 kind of normal, but when you go to a zigzag, well, that number changes a little bit. So this is what is called thread portioning, and what that means, and I'm going to show you inside here what is going on, is it's giving it can sense how thick the fabric is, and then give the thread just enough extra thread to get through those thicker fabrics. Oh my gosh, that's like high tech. So these 3 little dots indicate kind of the 3 rollers that we're going to see inside. So, but I do want to let you know that if you are going to change it, you want those threads to pull to the back side a little bit, then you're still reducing it down. It goes down about 5 numbers at a time, starting at 50. So when you're on the embroidery side, same thing. You're going to notice it's going to be at 50, and if you see any bobbin thread coming up to the top, well, definitely you're going to come down to a smaller number. Let's say you're free motion quilting, you see too much thread on the back side, then we're going to go the opposite way. We're going to go ahead and make it increase, or make that top thread tighter and help pull those stitches closer to the back of the fabric. And one thing is if your machine is cleaned and you have the right needle in, a lot of times just taking a few turns of that tension can make all the difference in the world, especially if you have 2 different weights of thread in the machine, a thick thread in the top and maybe a lighter bobbin weight down below. But I do want to just refresh just for a second, is when you are threading the machine, is to make sure that you hold on at the top, and when you come down through this area, is to go ahead and give it a little floss. So you're flossing back and forth. And what you're actually doing is getting the thread to sit deeper into those 3 rollers. All right, you ready to see where they are? I'm going to have you push down just a little bit on the top and lift with your fingers in the front. And this little nose will come out. Now right here, you do see those 3 little rollers, and the thread is nice and deep inside there. And that's because I was flossing it when I threaded it. If you kind of just lay it in there, you will find that the thread gets in there, but then might not be far enough in, and then you get those big hairy loops on the back side of your fabric. And that's not cool. Those are just headaches waiting to happen. So when you thread correctly, use good quality thread and have a good needle in and clean your machine, those all can affect how your machine actually operates. So just for fun, if you want to see when the presser foot goes down, you see those 3 rollers kind of engage like 3 little bullets, and that is what thread portioning is actually doing.